So welcome to Equestrian Life's Fortnightly recap. We look forward to bring you interesting stories, lots of action and some behind the scenes things as well. So sit back and enjoy. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a good friend and a great rider and a very, very interesting character, Matt Haneke. Matt, welcome back. I hear you just got back 2 days.
Yeah, just got back 2 days ago, fresh off the plane and still jet lagged. But I wanted to come out and watch the show, so I'm here.
I know just a little history about Matt. It's only a few years ago that you were just in a stable in French's Forest doing some general work and someone happened to spot you and thought, oh, here's a good-looking guy, and approach you and wonder whether you'd be interested in doing some modelling and take us from there.
Absolutely. You know what, funny enough, I got scouted above the third row there of those seats by Kathy Ward, who is part of SIEC management. And I initially got scouted maybe 2 years prior to that, but I wasn't really confident growing up as a teenager, so I just kind of put it in the back of my mind. And then I got scouted again just as I finished my HSC, and I decided, it's a good opportunity, let's give it a go. And I had my first meeting, and after 6 months I flew to Europe, did the shows there, did the show circuit, and it went well for me. And I've just been modelling ever since.
Well, so I can tell you, well's a bit of an understatement. It went better than well, but he's always really modest about it, and it's a side of his life that he loves dearly. It's really hard work and enjoyable, but you love the horse side, huh?
I love the horse side, and that's what's most challenging about my job with traveling and with having to be away from home, away from my horse. It does make it hard, but I just try and balance it,
So how did you end up becoming into the FEI scene and into the becoming such a person that's really promoting the sports? How did that happen?
I was lucky enough that a few people found my journey and what I do with my life interesting, so I gained a following on Instagram.
Of 2,000, is it?
Of 330,000 almost. And I'm currently the #1 equestrian influencer in the world, which is super cool, at least in Instagram, which is cool, but it's then Longines and FEI recognized that, and we actually talked for a long time before we came up with a project, and my first collaboration with them was in Rotterdam, and it was just about promoting the event, promoting horse riding in general, and showcasing the shows, and we just kicked off since then.
Okay, so then we can cut all that So give us a few rundowns of the shows you've done the last few months.
Okay, a few shows that I've done the last few months. I've done a few Nation Cups. So I was at the Nation Cup in Barcelona, where I had the privilege of, I interviewed all the teams from the Nations Cup, which was amazing. And then I did the Masters in New York, I did the Masters in Paris, I did the World Cup in Paris. I'm going to go to WEG very soon. That's on the books. And there's been...
The hairs on the back of my neck stand up. And how old are you?
I'm 21 now. I turned 21 in January.
Oh, you poor old man.
Yeah, but
oh my God, how exciting. I mean, can you imagine?
No, I would have never.
You have to pinch yourself and say,
yeah,
from this little, sitting up there,
absolutely,
all of a sudden the world's your oyster.
Yeah, and it's crazy because when you're at school, you always think, okay, there's all these basic jobs that everybody knows, but once you start venturing, there's all these jobs that kind of can even develop personally for you, only for you. And I never really had a heading with my life that I definitely knew, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, and I've always said to myself, I want to be happy, and this makes me happy. So.
Yeah, absolutely. The travelling must be a bit of a pain in the neck, but getting there and all those exciting shows.
It's a pain, but I've learned to enjoy flying. I'm not sure why. I get emails done, I sleep, and I just watch a few movies. I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Away from the nagging crowds.
No, I don't like nagging crowds. More just flying gives you alone time, really alone time. Yeah.
Oh, Matt, thanks so much. I know you're busy. I know you're jet lagged and you can't wait to get to go see. But, thank you so much for your time. And look, congratulations on such a fantastic life in just such a short span. And you're an inspiration to so many people out there. And just go and have a look at the Instagram. It's Matt Haneke. So go and have a look. It's sensational. And where are you off to next?
I fly with my horse, actually. I'm moving to live in the Netherlands, so on the...
That's not good.
It's bittersweet. It's very bittersweet. But that'll be on the 13th of May. I'll be flying. So 10 days. 10 days. Well,
good luck. I hope you have a really safe travel with you and your horse. I know he's absolutely beautiful. I love him dearly, as we all do you. So take care, look after yourself, and I hope to speak to you soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks, Matt. He scored a 69.06 at the Australian Dressage Championships at Borneo, and then at the Borneo Classic a 70.696. So has Judy got a score yet? We'll have to have a look. We know that you've got a 72 from the spectators.
Yeah, we just keep it.
Now we need a 70.
It'll be really nice for her. She does. Still not up yet.
Not yet.
Okay. Let's see, for the spectator judges was a 63.395 in ninth position. It was. I think that's a hard thing to cop, unfortunately, but that's life on a difficult day. But she'll have good tests again. Brett always makes everything look very effortless and easy.
Easy, huh? Again, we can be honest and say that this horse isn't the most exceptional moving big elastic horse, but with training and schooling, and Brett just makes it look easy, and everything's 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 5, and occasionally an 8, and away you go.
Yeah, I think with this horse, it's specifically a game of maths, and Brett's very clever with that. He knows how to maximise his points. It's a lovely, expressive half pass, actually, and really good impulsion. Brett's a genius in the saddle, and he knows how to get the best out of this horse. They've had a long relationship, and Susie Duddy's been a fantastic owner and supporter of Australian Dressage and Brett, so it's really nice to see her horse go well, and I really hope for Brett that he can pull this off, because he's a great ambassador for Australian Dressage.
He surely is, and I mean, it's no wonder, you can say, the names always get marks. Judy got 68.13.
Oh, that's so frustrating. So close.
Oh no. It's in the lead, but 68.13 is not 69.
It is. I was really hoping we had everything crossed for Judy. It's another perfect example of Brett's exceptional riding ability right there, is that the horse perhaps doesn't have the most impulsion in the world, but he makes no mistakes. He goes in, does a clean passage, in nice transition, good piaffe, maybe not as active as other horses, but it's clean and it's marks. He does not lose marks below a 7, and that's what Brett does well, and that's why he gets the scores. He's brilliant. The same again with the extended walk. It's a loose, long contact, relaxed, stretching frame. He's very clever with that, and he shows that he can make the horse stretch and relax.
I think the other thing for me, and I watch Brett and I think, I think some horses maybe go equal as well and don't get quite so many marks? How come Brett gets the marks? Do you know he never ever tells the judge that there's anything wrong? He never gives them a kick when the judge thinks, oh, it could be a bit more forward, and probably Brett does too. He just sits there and says, well, this is what I want. He doesn't give him a kick and say, and then the judge can say, oh, it wasn't forward enough. So there's no clues or cues about mistakes, and he sits so beautifully and effortlessly, and sure, there could be a little more impulsion and energy, but like that, you didn't see him move.
Exactly, and he did the transition on the marker. He's got clean passage for the judges. This is a very easy horse and rider to mark. Like you said, Roger, he sits beautifully. Look, his leg aids are minimal. His hands are kind and soft and always encouraging the horse.
You could think that it could be more on the spot with more energy, but Brett doesn't tell you that. He sits there like, this is how I want it. So they go like, oh, all right,
7.75, but it's because he gives the judges confidence.
Totally.
And I think that's a massive thing to consider when you're also doing a competition like this, is that depending on what horse you have, and then if you have a horse that's perhaps not the most spectacular, that you can do a test and win competitively by riding smart. And that is where Brett is utterly brilliant.
It's a good horse all the same. He's by
It's a fantastic horse, well bred. It's been very competitive. It does great tests. It's super in the freestyle. I always enjoy it in the freestyles, and I think, look at that nice expressive change.
Lindell.
Yep, that was a half fault from Rog.
No commenting in the changes.
Yeah, I can blame that on me. Sorry, sorry, Brettles.
We got Judy through.
Yeah, but that's because you both shut up.
Yeah.
I'm not taking. See, this is again from where we're sitting at K. Brett is one of the first riders to ride directly to the marker. One, two, three. Change, and the change was on the diagonal, so the judges will give that points, and that's.
He never throws a mark away, and these other riders do change the odd mark away.
Yeah. And then also now we've only had the one collective with riding is that Rod.
See, all Judy had to do is pick up 2 marks, not 2%, 2 marks somewhere. The line in the 1 tempies, maybe there's 1 mark, perhaps, maybe not. And of course, a little mistake to get the behind in the pirouette.
Yeah, and then the pirouettes, as we know, are expensive, and that costs a lot. So to have a horse that's very consistent in the pirouettes is also a massive asset, and it's a hard thing to fight the marks. I'm going to shut up now.
We're not saying anything. I didn't count.
I was actually looking at the really nice comments on the question live page, actually, which is really
nice
cute.
About you?
No, I don't know, but they're just. No. Someone can write something nice about me. I'll say thank you. But it's really nice to talk about the Australian talent, and this Christine Lucas is really liking this horse. It's really nice, good positive feedback for the horses. See?
We love positivity. It's where the sport has got to go. Anyone can see a mistake, but you've got to see the beauty and the balance and the expression and the beautiful riding and the happiness between horse and rider. The harmony is so important.
Brett just did a super pirouette, honestly. That's where this is it again. Brett makes
this is a 70
points.
probably.
It will. It's a brilliant.
No mistakes.
Not brilliant ride, consistent. No, see again. No, he's a brilliant rider. Brilliant. Good work, Rabbit. Again, marker to marker, accurate, smooth test.
Not one line has been wrong, not one line. So that's worth 1%.
Yep.
That's the difference, is 69 and 70. You guys have got to ride your lines.
Brad is really a perfect example of this, and he's doing a lovely test, and this last centre line is very nice.
I think this might go in the lead, huh?
For me, it's in the lead, yes. By a portion, I would think, but I'm not a very good judge.
Because of the consistency and the ease. You can sit back and relax and take a bet and say, I know where he's going. His lines are going to be good. It's really consistent. 7, 7.5, 7.5, the odd 8, 7, and maybe a pirouette 8.
Agreed.
Up your mark goes.
Yep.
Good job, Lyndall, huh?
Yep, very good test. Well done, Rabbit, and well done, Brettles. That was very nice. Very, very good test. I just have to say, guys, you probably can't see this, but the little Equestrian Life team here is amazing. We've got little screens and for everyone working. It's amazing. I have to say, top marks. It's really cool.
Oh, you're normally in bed or something over there in the middle of the night waking up to watch it and sending us text messages.
Exactly.
We love it. To see you here was like, oh my God, Lyndall, you're not escaping. Get over here.
I'm stalking you on the computer in my bed. It's a nice change, actually. Great showmanship. Exactly. Ali wrote that. I agree with you, Ali. It was amazing. That's what he does well. I'd give him another applause. Come on, people. I will, but I'll be really loud. Woo, woo, woo! Just to embarrass him.
So, welcome back, and Equestrian Life likes to introduce Vanessa Way, all the way from New Zealand. Vanessa rode the young horses in the young horse classes, 3 4-year-olds, 3 5-year-olds and 3 6-year-olds. Did an amazing job. They were all very different. No two were similar. We had all sorts of types and shapes and sizes, and even a creamy yellow one.
Oh yeah, I really love the creamy yellow one, but that's probably my childhood catching up with me.
Half your luck. So when you ride in those classes, you've got a very short period of time, and you've got judges telling you to do this and this and this. So what do you feel? What's your first thing that you like to feel?
Well, for me, the most important thing is the reaction to the leg. I like a horse to take me and to be reactive. I think for Grand Prix, it is a huge amount of making a top quality test. So that is definitely my number one.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, the wealth of experience you've got under your seat bones is incredible. And like you trained with Klaus Balkenhol and then Harry Bolt, and then for quite some time now Carl Hester, and you've even had the privilege of riding Vallegro quite a lot of times. Did you find a Vallegro?
Well, I think that's the thing when you ride Vallegro. He is so reactive and obviously incredibly well trained, and it is the horse that does all the work. You know, they're super horses. To me, that's probably why I picked the Palomino, because of all the horses, it gave me the reactions to my leg that I feel that's what you get when you ride a Vallegro. They're that sensitive and that willing, and but sensitive in a good way.
So they've got to have a bit of hotness about them. Yeah,
I remember when I looking for young horses with Mr. Hester, he said you actually want them, if anything, too hot, little bit out of control, because at the end of the day you're just going to get them to trust you and channel it. And that was the biggest number one, the rideability and the reactions for me, that he was continually stressing as a rider.
And I know you were very complimentary about the Australian young horses. I was on the side watching and photographing. There were some very beautiful horses. The quality and the standard. I mean, you've ridden young horses all over the world, and at Carl Hester's barn as well. So the quality of the horses and the training here. Have you got a few words of wisdom for the guys that were riding them and the coaches, maybe?
I thought the quality of the horses is beautiful and really totally amazing for Australia. With everything, it's always an honesty check as riders. It always goes back to us and our responsibility, and it's just being genuine and honest and letting the horse carry you. I think that's huge. It's not about winning today, it's definitely about the future. So I think be genuine in straightness, reactions and contact. I think you've got to stick to the training scale because it is there for a reason, and honestly, with my age, I totally believe in that training scale.
Fantastic. Vanessa, thanks for your time. I know you can't wait to go up and have a drink and enjoy yourself now that the hard work's over. You did a fantastic job. Everyone loved your riding and the way that you rode every horse as an individual. It was just great, and congratulations, and we really look forward to having you back here real soon.
Thank you, Roger. It's been fantastic, and you Aussies are a really good group. Thank you.
Well done. Thanks, Vanessa. So we have got time to see Marie out of riding clothes for a few moments, and in the stables with her beautiful horses, and one very beautiful stallion here that's having a lovely time. By Furstenball, was in the 5-year-old class today.
Yep.
And looks $1 million.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
So travelling up from Victoria, how's it been?
Yeah, it's good. No problems at all.
It's closer than Germany.
Yes, no, it's not too far for us because we're this side of Melbourne, so it's about 9 hours. So we do it in one day, and yeah, it's fine.
And you brought 3 horses with you?
Yes, 3 horses, and we make sure they have shavings in the truck, and we water it down so it's not dusty, and we tend not to feed our horses on the travelling, so we feed them beforehand a good hour before we travel, and then when they get here, we don't feed them on the way.
Yeah, and they settle in quite well here. It's a beautiful environment really for them. There's lots of air, it's really open.
Yep, absolutely. It's the weather's perfect, and horses are all used to travelling, so it's no problem at all.
So you won the Prix St George yesterday with Donna Elena. Pretty exciting. It's only how many Prix St Georges has she done?
That was her second one.
Whoa!
Yeah.
On a score of 73.
Yep, 73. Yeah, so she's a pretty exciting horse. She's wonderful. Really, she's like, yeah, very rare horses like her that have such good energy but incredibly calm at the same time. She's a very special horse.
So I guess, you've had lots of different temperamented horses, and you've had quiet ones and lazy ones and excitable ones and crazy ones. So I know that you're sponsored by Barastoc and you use their feed. So as far as feeding goes with Donna Elena, for instance, do you vary them around between him and this guy, who I know is a bit of a doll and a sook?
Yeah. Not a lot. We always start the young horses on the Calm Performer because it's just a really good, cool, calm feed for young horses, and when they're still in that growing phase, it gives them a bit of bulk as well. So that's really good. And then we generally move on to Cool Command after that. Yeah. So we sort of have mostly Calm Performer and a little bit of Cool Command, and then in the end they end up on Cool Command and Oats.
Oh, fantastic. So you've been with Barastoc a while now?
Yep. Yes, long time.
And obviously you think their feed's just perfect for your horses.
What do you think? You have a look.
Well, that's a bit woolly.
Yeah. You have a look. It's amazing. The amount of people, especially with Donna Elena, they're like, my God, that horse is so shiny. It's like the shiniest horse we've ever seen. So they look fantastic, our horses. I pride myself on that, and we only feed Barastoc feed and good quality hay, and every single horse looks $1 million. Their coats are amazing, their weight is perfect, they're very fit, healthy horses.
Yeah, it's good to have a rounded feed like Barastoc produces. Fantastic. You don't have to worry about supplements and additives and salt and it's just so well balanced.
Yeah, well, they've been producing feed for Australia for, as long as I've been riding, which is a long time now.
Is that 12, 14 years now?
A little bit more, actually. But, they're producing, feed for Australia for a very long time. So, obviously, they know what they're doing.
Absolutely. So, the 5-year-old, he's got another class. Was that him finished now?
He's finished now. Yep.
And Donna Elena?
She's got the freestyle tomorrow.
Oh, that'll be exciting.
Yeah.
Got good music?
Yes. Yeah, good music. Sam Smith, so good modern music. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Okay, well, it's really good to catch up, and we hope the rest of the Sydney show for the CDI is fantastic, and you're a character, Firsty. So we wish you luck in the freestyle tomorrow night, and safe travels home.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Marie.
The test, so whoa, Roger, we're into 69.5, so this will be very interesting if you're accurate with your prediction, Roger. Great passage here, beautiful frame, really up in front.
Yeah, I think the regularity and the continuity is really good. Sometimes I would like to see him a little bit softer, a little bit more elastic and loose. Really nice transition. Straight to extended walk.
You can see the neck coming down a little bit there, and the increase in overtrack. Probably could get that. Oh, Roger just pointed out this score, which he hates looking at. It's 70%. Jay, ladies and gentlemen, she's hit the lead. I can't believe Roger's called this accurately. Oh my God, he's pointing again.
We haven't got to the changes yet, Heath.
Right, and Roger, what does that mean? We're a little worried about the changes, are we?
It's a little bit of an Achilles heel. He likes to do a few changes his own way, not Judy's way, so we'll wait and see what happens.
Okay, here comes the canter, ladies and gentlemen, and Judy's definitely, so she's just gone back to a 69.9. She's right in the race here. So these are lovely sweeping changes, really ground covering, looks beautiful, lovely change here. And maybe trailed the quarters a little bit there, was a little less tidy than a start, but I think we're about to see the changes. Roger, here we go. No, this is an extended canter, a gallop to the canter pirouette, Roger? Yes, all right. So the canter pirouettes, are we expecting trouble here?
Yes, a little.
Oops, not another Achilles heel. That's actually pretty good. A little big. I think she rode that a little cautiously. Whoops, here we go. 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6.
Okay, so amongst the if we didn't have such a great service, there wouldn't be so much noise preparing this here, Bruce. Bruce Farrer from Equestrian New South Wales, and probably the biggest thing of note is the new surface, Bruce, and I think you are probably the biggest pusher and the person that was instrumental in trying to get this through. It's through. You must feel good.
Success has many parents, Roger, as we all know. But I got to say, how good is this? This is an international standard arena. We've seen some fantastic performances over the last couple of days. Heath Ryan, who's ridden here forever and ever, when I first turned up on Thursday, I said to him, how was the surface? And he said, if anybody complains, send them to me. So Heath Ryan on Regatta Memoir has been here for many, many years, and he said this is by far and away the best surface he's ever competed on.
It is absolutely sensational. Like, it's international, and so now the rider's got no excuse about getting better scores. We just need to get those judges online, really, but that'll happen, don't worry. The whole sport has come ahead in leaps and bounds, and for Equestrian New South Wales being fantastic sponsors and being really generous and really starting at the ground up and organising great services for our good horses. So we congratulate you and the push and the government and everyone that was instrumental in getting this surface here.
Thank you, Roger. But I have to say, I go to my board every year. I talk to them about sponsoring the CDI. Tony Venhouse, the event director, Dressage New South Wales, and all of the volunteer crews. They do an absolutely sensational job. From our perspective, this is the most prestigious dressage competition in Australia, bar none. We're happy now to have a really good surface to allow our elite riders to perform at their very best. So I can only see the event getting bigger and better in future years. We so much look forward to Tryon later this year, leading into Tokyo in a couple of years' time. So it will give our local Australian-based riders every opportunity to perform at an international standard. And so from that perspective, I've done my job. I've been really, really fortunate to deal with some people in government, particularly the Sports Minister, Stuart Ayres, who came out here 18 months ago, listened to our argument, found the money, and when he came out here to open the new surface about a month ago, took me aside and said, this is a model sport from the model project from the government's perspective. It's the sport driving the agenda, the compelling argument, the engineering specification, the fully blown budget, the community and participation impacts that this project will have. And he said, I'd like you to give me a project like this every year for this facility.
And what are we going to do next?
New lights, big screen, upgrade the main, put lights on the main, gradually work our way around the rest of the arenas. The Minister was absolutely determined for this facility to reclaim and retain its status as the premier equestrian facility in the Southern Hemisphere.
So for the international viewers, and I'm sure we've got a few of those out there, and we really welcome you to our Australian competition. This was the site where the Sydney Olympics was held.
Correct.
So the venue is still almost the same as it was then, except we've got a new surface here and in the warm-up and a few other things. But the upkeep of it is incredible, and the architecture that went into it, it was simple, like corrugated iron and concrete, and it's lasted forever and ever. So it's been really good. It's been really good.
Roger, I think that the facility is in some places ageing a little bit, but we're just so happy to be as good as it is.
I'm always trying to compete against Bruce in the clothing industry. See, so
Oh no!
It's a little bit late, but I thought I should just.
You don't wear coral with red, Roger.
I know, but I don't. You don't wear stripes like that with stripes either. There you go, Bruce. This feels better.
I give in. I concede.
No, you don't. Best dressed man. Equestrian New South Wales is, I mean, again, you know, from all the competitors, from sponsorship, it's been fantastic, and it's really for a difficult situation with lack of funding and with the sport a little bit in the doldrums as far as that respect goes. It's important that the people behind us, like Equestrian New South Wales, really step up to the mark and keep the momentum going. And you, as the head of it, have really done that in a fine way. And we really thank you, because we appreciate the times aren't so easy.
Oh, Roger, that's very kind of you to say, but I'm very fortunate to work for a very, very experienced and engaging board. We've got a great staff in the office, all of whom absolutely support Dressage New South Wales in its efforts to lift the profile of dressage both at the grassroots level and also at the high performance level. We work closely with Dressage New South Wales, helping wrangle the high performance program. The young rider program that Dressage New South Wales are doing at the moment is going absolute gangbusters. We've got some sensational young riders coming through.
Absolutely.
On some really, really well-bred Australian horses.
Yeah.
And so that's another exciting thing about this facility. It will give our young riders and our young horses the opportunity to learn and experience superior international services from a very young age. So
they're so lucky.
We don't have to protect our young horses anymore. They can come out and perform to their absolute very best, as we've seen over the last couple of days.
Yes, fantastic. Bruce, thank you very much. I know you're probably looking forward to getting to the VIP area. Oh, it's not open yet. Great. And,
I'm sure you'll be up there soon, right?
No, I don't think I'll be entertaining everyone, I hope. So it's great to have people like you here. And thanks again to Equestrian New South Wales for their input and their support and their sponsorship. So thank you very much.
Really appreciate
Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce Farrer.
Thank you, Roger.
Welcome back. So we have Tony Venhausen again. I mean, you can never be here enough. Oh, this beautiful jacket. So this must be the exciting bit for you, because I mean, you sit behind a desk for months and months and months, and you look at entries and you look at all the problems and the complaints and the little difficulties, and you get this part of the night and you look around and all these people, look at them, drinking wine, having a great time. It must do your heart good.
Yeah, it is good. And I just, to the viewers, the people that are watching, just welcome everybody to the Otto Sports Sydney CDI. A lot of work goes into these events by a lot of people, and now's the time for us as organisers to sort of enjoy it, because we've done all the work.
No, it's not over for you yet. There's bound to be more complaints.
Well, yeah, maybe. And it's a bit nerve-wracking tonight, because it's the first time we've had degree of difficulty judging in Australia and at this event. So we're just all our fingers crossed, and that we've done all we had to do with the right preparation. We've had wonderful support from SAP and the Black Horse One people. So I just hope that goes well. People join in with the spectator judging, and everybody has a great crowd, so we hope they have a great time.
And also, you guys have got to thank the Sydney CDI, which is Tony Venhausen, for being part of the sponsorship of this live streaming, because without it, all you guys in the country areas and overseas, it's normally Lyndall, but Lyndall's here for real tonight, so it's great. But so many people get the opportunity to see it. Thank you very much, Tony, and thanks for your time. So look who I found wandering around. SIEC, Lyndall, it's so beautiful to see your smiling face back here. And there's one and a bit of you here.
Oh, yeah, one and definitely a bigger bit coming through. No, it's super exciting to be here, and I love Sydney CDI. It's important to me to come home, and I'm super excited to be here. And it's been a great competition.
Fantastic, huh? The standard has blown me away. The surface, look, I know.
I can dance on it.
It is. You can get your feet out of it. You don't feel bogged.
Look at the bounce.
Yeah, we used to call it the potting mix.
There ain't no potting mix in here now, honey.
It's great.
Amazing.
Well, congratulations on.
Is
it a pink one or a blue one?
It's a little pinky.
Oh,
it's a little
pony princess.
In the making. Yeah, no, we're really excited. Patrick was funny. He thought it was a boy. And then he was all excited, like proud dad of a young boy. And then I said, you've got a healthy baby girl. And he changed immediately from proud to protective. So I think he's going to be a chicken daddy on steroids.
Oh, my
Might
God.
help with my riding. I can say, here you go, hubby. You can have mind it for a few more hours. I can go ride my horses.
Oh, how cute. I won't be spoiled at all. I won't be dressed in pink and have a pony. Have you got a pony yet?
Dad was already finding ponies at Grand Nationals. So, no, he's sending me videos of all the ponies. He had good taste. He chose the winner. So, yeah, at least he knows what a good pony is.
That's good. He also knows what a good daughter is. Don't worry about that. So it's great to have you back. And it's an exciting year. It's a WEG year, but I guess it's not so exciting for you because you won't be WEGing.
I'm a terrible spectator. I am competitive and I love to compete. But...
Oh, really?
It's shocking, isn't it? Who would have thought?
No, not me.
Not me. I hate being in there. No, I'm really sad I'm not competing this year, but I also, my life has to have balance, and this is my year to have that. My focus has always been on Tokyo with my 9-year-old mare, Ellie, who I'm obsessed with, and will be my once-in-a-lifetime horse, no question.
We've got Heath just coming through, so I guess we should get off. If we could stay here and help, what do you think? He'd love that. He would, yeah. Good luck, Heath.
Good luck, Heath. Have fun, everybody.
And Lyndall's going to do a bit of talking with us, so we'll have fun, won't we?
You think?
I'll see you in a minute. We hope you've enjoyed Equestrian Life's recap for the fortnight. and we look forward to seeing you here again in 2 weeks' time.